Hey, what's up guys? It's Mike with Six Pack Shortcuts. I want to make a quick video today to go ahead and knock out 3 of my best tips for getting six-pack abs. I was out there at the pool today, hanging out in my apartment, and I've noticed the time of the year is here again. It's time to get out, take your shirt off. It's time to go ahead and show off your body. People are starting to go ahead and want to drop their fat back down. We're out of the December and Thanksgiving and Christmas season now to where everybody's wearing jackets and bulking up. It's time to show some skin now. So what that means is y'all guys got to get some abs. You got to get ripped up. It's that time now. So here are some really good tips, 3 of my best ones. Number 1 is pretty counterintuitive. Don't spend a lot of time on your abs. So I know for a lot of guys, abs is the most important thing. Hell, it's probably it's the most important thing for women, voted by women, not by me. So it's important for a lot of guys to have abs. So you tend to want to spend more time on it because it just makes sense. But you don't need to spend that much time because abs is such a small muscle and it doesn't take that long to work. You might as well spend your time on your chest, your arms, your back. Even if you don't really care about those body parts is gonna get you those abs, okay? So what you wanna do, for example, if you have a very low body fat percentage already, then most likely your abs are there already. If you can see your abs, you're probably anywhere from 13, 12, maybe even down to 10, depending on how lean they are. But if you can see your abs, then you're at the stage to where you can go ahead and spend anywhere from about 10 minutes a day, about 5 days a week, down to maybe about 5, okay? Just because you want to go ahead and try to bring out a little more definition. Of course, you got to make sure your body fat, as it gets lower, more definition comes out. But working it very often do bring out those little definitions and that little part that really makes that complete package, and a complete midsection package. But that's only if you're lean enough that your abs are showing right now. Okay, I'd recommend about 5 days a week, 5 to about 10 minutes. Personally, for myself, I only work out on abs about 5 minutes, a day, about 4 to 5 days a week. It's the last thing I do. I don't spend a lot of energy on it. I don't really get too fancy and stuff. I find maybe about 3 exercises, 4 exercises, bam, 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 knock it out, and I'm done, and I'm out. So don't spend that much time on it. Now, for you guys that don't have any abs right now, when you look in the mirror, they're just not visible because your body fat is too high right now. You need to spend less time on abs. And here's the reason why. You need to spend less time on abs because you got to worry about getting rid of your body fat, not definition on your abs, because you don't have any definition right now, so there's no reason to work on it. What you need to work on is burning fat. And burning your belly fat and burning fat throughout your body has nothing to do with doing ab exercises, okay? Repeat, nothing, okay? You can do all the crunches and all the different unique type of ab exercises. You're not gonna burn fat that way. You gotta burn fat by building up your metabolism, by building up your muscles so you can build up your metabolism, by changing up your diet, okay? And also by doing functional type of cardio, full body cardios, okay? Burn more calories, burn fat. Don't worry about the abs. But for you guys out there, what you can do though is you can work on abs about 3 days a week. If they are not showing right now, 3 days a week, about 5 to about 10 minutes, and that's it. The reason why is because you only want to spend a certain amount of time working out, because you don't want to spend an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours a day working out. So there's only so much of your workout time that you want to spend, and you want to spend on the right thing. So if you got, let's say, 45 minutes of time to spend, you don't want to spend 30 minutes on abs and 15 minutes on chest, on back, on shoulders. You want to put the bulk of your time on the exercise and the workout that's going to get you the most results, okay? And so that's why you don't need to work on abs very often. 3 days a week, 5 to 10 minutes, and be done. It's going to strengthen your core, develop the muscle, but not give you all that details. Don't worry about that. Only wait till you're lean enough, then worry about bringing in those details, okay? So tip number 2, work your abs from all 3 angles. There's basically your abs split up into majority of 3 different parts, okay? You got your top, you got your lower, and you got your sides. So your top is gonna be the one that's gonna show the first, and your lower is gonna be the one that's gonna show the last. It's gonna come out as top, then your side is gonna have some definition. The lower abs is gonna come out at the very end. It's okay. But what you need to do is work it from all 3 angles so you develop the whole entire midsection as a whole. And so that means you want to do lower ab exercises like leg raises. You could do maybe crunches or other stuff for your upper abs. And your side, you can do side crunches, you can do a lot of planks, and there's a lot of different exercises. And you can watch more of my other videos on that, but just keep in mind, work it from 3 angles. Okay, develop it as a whole, so this way you're stronger. And when you do get leaner, it looks really good. Okay. So last tip, and this one's very important. Very important. Abs are not going to happen overnight. They're not going to happen if you don't have abs now. They're not going to happen in like a week or so. You have to be patient, and you have to understand that it does take a little while. Okay, it's not going to happen just like that. You may drop up to about 1%. About 1 pound of body fat, per week, up to 2. Okay, so it's going to take a little while. So be patient. If you're at 20% body fat right now, and if you don't know if you're at 20%, if you got 2 huge rolls here and it's way hanging over your belt, you're not going to get abs in 3 weeks. And the problem with most people is they are shooting for this high expectation that they can't reach, and then they get discouraged. They're like, oh crap, man, what I'm doing is not working. You know what? Follow the videos that I put on YouTube, the advice on workouts and nutrition, and just understand that it takes time, and be patient, and just follow it, and just trust that if you're doing the right thing, the results will come. And here's a very interesting thing. I was talking to my buddy Vince yesterday, and he was saying, and this dawned on me, you know what? Because he was right. Between about 13 to 20%, you really can't see much of a difference in your body, because 20% to 13%, your body fat is high enough to where there's not a lot of definition. You can see small changes, but it's really, really tough. So a lot of times people are doing the right things, but they don't know it. And if you don't know that you're doing the right things, then you're just going to try something else. Because imagine busting your butt for 4 weeks and you're at 20% and then you drop down to 18. And you should be happy, but you look in the mirror and you can't figure it out. You're like, well, I look the same. I must not be working. So you're just going to change what you've been doing, where really everything you've been doing was right. So my advice, number 1, be patient. When you're doing the right things, be patient, because they're going to come. And how do you know that? Measure. Okay, measure your body fat. Do measurements around your waist. If you care about other things like the size of your arms, chest, then measure everything. Okay, you don't want to get too fancy and everything, but just do simple tape measure. Okay, and belly button right here, just measure it around. Okay, and same place every single time. That, and if you want to do arms, chest, or maybe legs, really simple, and just record it maybe every few days or up to a week. If you want to do that, record that, your body fat percentage. You can go to a local gym to get your body fat percentage tested. You can get one of those scales that basically are their electronic scales, and they tell you what your body fat percentage is. Word of advice on this one, it's not very accurate, but what I found, what it is though, is very consistent. For example, if you're at 18% body fat, that scale might tell you you're 22. Okay, that scale may tell you you're 15% body fat, but it doesn't really matter because it is consistent on what it tells you. So if it tells you that you're at 15 when you're really at 18, but next week you jump on and you're at 14, it doesn't matter. It's going to be consistent on that. And next week it jumps on, you're at 13. It doesn't matter. You may really be at 16 because you dropped 2% from 18, but who cares? Just as long as you're going the right direction. Okay, so those scales really do help. Just know that it may not be 100% accurate, but it's consistent. So it'll consistently tell you what you need to know. And the only thing you really need to know, guys, is not what body fat percentage you're at, because that's really just for bragging rights. Oh, yo, man, I'm at 8%. Fuck, Don't worry about all that. The really thing that you want to really care about is when you take off your shirt, you look in the mirror, you go, damn, I look great and I'm happy with it. That's all. Doesn't matter if you're at 10%, doesn't matter if you're at 7%, really doesn't matter if you're at 12%. Okay? If you're happy with the way you look, that's the only thing that matters. So that's what's going to help you measure. So don't forget, you need to measure and you need to be patient. Follow the right rules, follow the right workouts and nutrition, and be patient, and I guarantee your abs will come. Just as long as you stay consistent and just keep doing the right things. Okay? So hope this video helps you. Hope this gives you some insight. Go get those abs, go get that six-pack. More workouts, nutrition tips, go to the website, sixpackshortcuts.com, and let's get you ready for summer. Peace out.